All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the New Chew. New Chew, Choo Choo A Go Go, VideoGameChooChoo.com's podcast. I'm your ever ready host, John Machonsky. With me this week is the lovely Lauren Boley.
Hey guys.
Mike and Will aren't here. They're deeply entrenched in their finals. Mike's writing like a 20-page paper right now or something. I'm not really sure. Let's make it sound even more dangerous. He's writing a 30-page paper while also saving a kitten from a tree.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Trees are one of the main predators of young kittens.
It's true. And Mike is trying to rescue this poor feline from certain doom. Thankfully, his efforts will not be for naught, and he'll probably pass his class too.
Probably.
I mean, I'm shirking on my duties right now just to do this podcast, so I hope everyone's appreciative.
Pass your classes, listeners.
Yes, please pass your classes. Video games can wait a week or two. That may sound crazy.
No, they can't.
All right, yeah, you should
Video games are forever.
You should play video games in between studying. Just study and then play games, alright?
Don't be like us.
Don't be like us. Anyway, yeah, we missed last week because we were just so entrenched in finals, and it's starting to wrap up. We're getting closer to Christmas break, or holiday break. Don't want to be exclusionary. But holiday break's coming up, so that means a lot more games and a lot more playing them. And I'm pretty excited about that. Lauren, what have you been up to lately? You know, it's been a little bit since I got to catch up with you. What's up?
Steam sales, man. Steam sales.
You're just buying stuff on Steam?
I mean, I bought some stuff.
That's what's up
Steam
with
sales,
you?
Christmas shopping, housekeeping, maintaining my relationship, stuff like that.
So, average everyday Lauren Boley this week.
Destiny.
Average everyday Lauren Boley. All right.
No, actually, not as much Destiny, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't been able to get as much writing done as I wanted to, but I'm hoping to get back to that soon, especially once finals are wrapped up.
Exactly. That's what's happening with everyone. Like Mike was saying that he wanted to write an article. I had to dig time out of a gutter to write my Captain Toad review, which I hope everyone read.
Persona Q came out and I don't have money.
Me too.
I'm pissed off. I want to play that game.
I do too. I have a friend who I hung out with my friends this weekend, and I have a friend who has it, and it was just sitting there taunting me as I was hanging out with everyone. Like, I would just glance. I'd be in the middle of a conversation and I'd glance over, and then I'd be silent, and someone would be like, John, what's wrong? And I would just say,
Persona Q.
I want to rekindle my relationship with Yukiko.
Wait, excuse you? Chie?
I like Chie, but...
Chie is the best waifu in that game. Well, maybe Aigis is, because, like, Chie and Aigis are...
Aigis is really cute.
Aigis is really cute.
Everyone's cute! I don't care!
Okay, I swear to God that Yosuke is gay for you. Like...
No, listen. Here's my Persona shipping chart. At least for Persona 4. I don't know Persona 3 well enough to do this, but my Persona 4 shipping chart. You and Yosuke are dating.
Yeah.
There you go. Yukiko and Chie are dating.
Okay, yeah. That's accurate.
Here's where some people are gonna wanna argue maybe. Kanji and Naruto dated for a little bit. It didn't work out because of
Kanji's too much of a dork.
Yeah, and they decided they're still friends. Everyone's still friends, but it just didn't really work out. Rize,
married to her work. She's married to her work.
Forever. Yeah, no, it's married to her work.
If she got a job, her producer would give her shit. I mean, not a job, but a partner.
But it's pretty much a job, no. No, she just likes to, pal around with everyone, so it's fine.
Yep.
But yeah, that's my Persona shipping chart. That's canon.
Okay.
Atlas. I'd like to.
That's pretty conventional.
Yeah.
Most people don't go, quite so deep into the kanji Naoto thing.
All right. I mean, what are your opinions?
I'm of the opinion that Kanji has a crush on Naoto, but they never got together.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And that Naoto is more interested in... I don't feel like Naoto is really, capable of maintaining a healthy relationship until Naoto, finally admits that Naoto is trans.
Sure.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like once that happens, there might be, room for something to occur, but until then, neither of them are going to make a move because Kanji's too much of a wimp, and because Naoto, isn't ready for anything.
Sure. Yeah, Persona Q, taunting me.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel with the new characters in it.
There's 2 new characters, and the only
they're
thing
a single party member.
They're just counted as one?
Yeah, it's 2 characters that are counted as one party member.
The only thing I know about them is that the girl likes to eat.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I know.
The guy has, I'm, so dark and edgy, but it's Persona, so there's, already a lot of those characters.
He's probably gonna turn out to have a heart of gold.
I think that is the general thing.
Alright.
Oh, do you know if you have to do the Etrian Odyssey mapping stuff in that? Because actually I really like that.
From what I heard, they want you to make your own map as you play.
Good.
But I think there's an option in the start menu to just automatically make the map.
Oh, well, I'm turning that off.
I mean, it's I think it's off automatically. Okay. So, yeah, you don't have to do it.
Because I really enjoyed the mapping aspect of Etrian Odyssey when I played through it.
But I'm a huge baby casual, so I'm going to turn it on as soon as I buy the game.
No, seriously, try it out. Try it out. It's, really relaxing.
I don't know. I'm
relaxing.
bad at doing any... Alright, I'll try it, fun. I guess.
It's fun. You wouldn't think it, but it's
Who has fun playing video games?
Video games are work, jeez.
They're work, yeah.
So what have you been playing this week, Sean?
Alright, you want to hear from me for... Well, because my list is so much shorter. I'm just going to keep talking about fucking Smash Brothers.
Oh, okay. In that case, never mind. Yeah, we don't need to talk about that baby game.
Start. No, it's like I said, I've been so busy with finals and doing all the last bit of homework, I haven't been able to really buy anything new. I mean, I wrapped up Captain Toad for my review, and that was really great. I covered that as much as I could in my review and on the podcast before. It's really good. So Smash Bros, though, I got a GameCube adapter in the mail. I ordered one off of Amazon.
How much does it improve the game?
It makes it play I don't know if I would say it improves the game, because I was doing just fine using the gamepad, but having my friends over and having them not have to use Pro controllers or Wii remotes is a blessing. I went over, like I said, went over to a friend's house this weekend, brought Smash, brought my 2 GameCube controllers and the adapter. They had some GameCube controllers. We had a lot more fun than we would have if we had to, delegate shitty Wii remotes. So as long as you have, it's something that you should get if you have friends who are also into Smash. But if people are just casually into it, then you could probably just hand them a Wii remote and they'll be fine. I'm still plugging through challenges. Some of those challenges in that game are insane. I main Duck Hunt, and it wants me to go through hard mode All-Star with Duck Hunt, and I can't do it. He's my main, and I can't do it. This poor dog is just getting bopped constantly, and it's upsetting.
Aww.
It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame.
Sounds
that dog deserves better.
I tried playing Palutena a bit. Yeah. I think Palutena definitely needs some lab time.
She's strange.
Well, I was thinking, I kept playing her, and I was like, God, I need a C-stick to use this character. So you can, C-stick up and get people when they're trying to come in on you from the air.
Well, if you're using the gamepad, that has a
I was playing on a Wiimote.
The C-stick. Oh, alright, never mind.
Yeah. Well, I played Brawl, decently on a Wiimote, but it's definitely not the best way to play the game. Yeah,
Yeah,
so you
and
can be a
Brawl's
lot more
slower
like
than
careful with
Smash
your
4.
positioning, like compensate for the Wiimote weakness.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the only other thing of note that I've done recently was I went to another chiptune show this weekend. And
Mm-hmm.
it was okay. I didn't really like any of the acts other than the final two.
Yeah.
They were all just really bland dudes playing chiptune music, just trying to rap over it and doing a very poor job at it. But the second to last act was some friends of mine who I ended up interviewing. I'm gonna edit the interview and
Okay.
post it on the site sometime soon because they're really cool dudes. Their band's
Yeah.
called Melt Channel. I've mentioned them on the show before. They are really cool guys. Their music is just awesome. And like I wouldn't interview someone unless I thought their stuff was really cool. So I interviewed them and they're really funny, really talented dudes and I'm it's like a 20-minute long interview that I did with these guys like sitting out front of this like kind of shitty like strip mall that we were just all chilling
Cool.
at in front of the venue and I just interviewed them on my phone. It was one of those like
You're a
man,
real journalist now.
I'm a journalist now. Yeah. And the last act that was there was a band that like I think I'd heard of them in passing before, but when I mentioned that they played, a bunch of people on Tumblr started messaging me like, "Oh my god, you saw these guys live?" They were
So
a
jelly.
random encounter.
Oh, Random Encounter? I think I've heard of them.
Yeah.
I don't know a
People
lot about like what they sound like, but I think I've heard a friend mention them before.
But yeah, random encounter, they were okay. My gripe with chiptune kind of stuff is I appreciate when performers do their own stuff, like write their own music. Like Melt Channel just does their own music, just period. But Random Encounter, I feel like
Yeah.
in some of the other chiptune people, like
Mm-hmm.
to get a big like to use a wrestling term, to get a cheap pop, which is just like to get the crowd super excited, like for no real reason other than the fact that they recognize something. They all play just like the Zelda theme, and it's like, all right, it works really well. But I'm like, man, that's kind of boring. Like, I don't want to be pandered to. I feel like if you're gonna do a
They
cover
should do
of a
rock
video
renditions of
game's
the Pokemon Battle
music, just any kind of video game music, like you should make a deeper cut. Like for example, you have Random
Yeah.
Encounter. There was a part where they started playing the Zelda theme, and I was like, all right, but then what they did was because they have someone who plays the accordion in their band. They did the Song of Storms, and I was like, all right, this is a deeper cut. I feel better about this. You know, I don't like if you're going to do something like that, just make it a song that not everyone in the entire world is just gonna be like like everyone knows the Zelda theme, everyone knows Mario, everyone knows Tetris. Like if you know that the room is full of a bunch of crazy nerds, you can do something a little bit more, not in the public knowledge.
Yep.
Like their warm-up song was the Cave Story menu music, and I was like, there you go, like stuff like that. Indie games, like weirder shit. Not just Tetris again. Not just Zelda again. I don't know if that's just me being picky, but I like to see some creativity from my bands and not just trying to get a cheap pop because that's boring. But other than that, yeah, it was a good time. The Melt Channel guys are just really cool, and I'm gonna get the interview out as soon as possible. But yeah, what did you do this past week, Lauren? What did you play? You got any stories?
I played a lot of video games.
You did.
Okay, so I didn't play it this
Mhm.
past week, but Thanksgiving
Yeah.
weekend, I bought myself Crypt of the Necrodancer.
I think you mentioned that. I remember you mentioning that. That's that.
Yeah.
That's a roguelike, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a
explain
roguelike.
it to the audience once again.
Okay, so in Crypt of the Necrodancer, your heart has been stolen by the evil Necrodancer
Ooh,
and has been hooked into the beat.
ooh.
So that means that you can only move in time with the music.
Mm-hmm.
You along with all of the other monsters in the dungeon. And so all the monsters in the dungeon have a pattern, And to keep your combo multiplier going, you have to keep killing monsters without missing a beat. So
Huh.
you'll have to like press sideways, 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 down, you know, in time with the music. And I'm really, really garbage at rhythm. So, but it's fun. And it's like it's kind of roguelike-y, and the combat's not too complicated, but it works. It's pretty short. It's obviously not finished. It's on early access right now, but it's fun. What is there? It has local co-op. Got to play that with my sister. That was also fun. It actually gets pretty hard pretty quickly, though.
Oh, does it?
The first few stages are like not that bad, but then like it starts adding like more and more and more moving like monster movement, and it quickly becomes, you know, very difficult to keep up.
All right.
So yeah, I had to put it down. I didn't get to finish it. I like it. The main character has like this I'm gonna go fucking do whatever I want attitude that's pleasant, although it doesn't really show up a whole lot in the main game.
All right.
But it's kind of silly, and I don't know, it's like $10.
Okay.
Check it out if you need something to buy during the Steam sale.
Yeah.
I also bought a VN, 2 VNs. I've only played one of them though.
Uh-oh. Visual novels. Those aren't video games. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Visual novels are totally video games, except the 2 I bought are kinetic novels.
I don't know what that means, but...
Okay, so a kinetic novel is a visual novel where there are no choices.
Oh, so... So it's a movie.
It's not a movie.
So it's a picture book
it's
on
a
your
picture
TV. On your fucking PC.
But yeah, so what it is it's from a trilogy that's been out in Japan for a while. It's by the guy who wrote Spice and Wolf, actually, if you're a fan of that.
I've heard of it.
Okay, so Spice and Wolf, well, I'm not talking about Spice and Wolf, but basically it's about this guy that does, like, romance plus economic drama.
Yeah, I the only thing I know about Spice and Wolf is I think I tried to watch the first episode of it because I used to get the Funimation channel, and I just remember it started out with this dude walking around with like a naked wolf lady, and I was just like, if I keep watching this, I feel like my mom's gonna walk in, and it's gonna be a repeat of what happened when I watched Soul Eater.
She gets clothes pretty quickly.
Alright. What's this one about?
Yeah, okay, so humans have colonized the moon, right?
Okay.
And so the lunar colony has essentially declared independence before the game has started, and is essentially like running a semi-utopian government built around a powerful finance industry.
Cool.
So we have this kid who's born on the moon, and he's one of the very few that has, like, humans find it hard to procreate in low gravity, and the moon hasn't been around for very long as a place people can colonize.
Man, they must not be doing it right, because 0G procreating, that
well, no, I
sounds
mean, people
about
do
right.
it, but, like, apparently there's something with, I don't know. The visual novel has some, like, biology excuse. The point is that there's not a whole lot of lunar-born children, and the main character is one. So he was born to kind of, like, some poorer parents. And he has a dream, right? He wants to be like,
Sure.
be at the forefront of, you know, human space exploration and, like, colonize Mars. And to do that, he's decided he needs a lot of money. So he runs away from home, like any good boy will do, to become a stock trader.
Alright, this sounds riveting so
it's fun.
far.
So, like, it wakes up with him, like, waking up in a cyber cafe, being like, let's trade some stocks today, and because he's a fucking runaway, the cops bust in looking for him. And the cyber cafe owner...
Alright, well, you know, I'm gonna point something out, though. The fact that you find this enjoying isn't surprising, because you like Eve.
Hey, it's not weird to like Eve. I'm actually gonna talk about Eve, too, because I played some of that.
I'm not saying it's weird, I'm just saying it fits you.
Oh,
I'm just saying you this game is like a glove on you, Lauren.
Okay, but,
that's all I'm saying.
Boy meets, like, math genius girl, and they start doing some stuff to, like, try and predict the stock market, and there's, like, this Christian waifu who's really fucking cute, and, like, takes him in. Because you can't have him running from the cops the whole story, right? So essentially he gets involved in, like, some fairly serious stock trading. And it has a really sad ending, unfortunately, where he essentially gets some information. Well, I shouldn't spoil the ending, I guess. But no. He gets involved in some pretty serious talk.
Jim Cramer basically shows up. He goes, buy, sell, and then he gets sucked into the vacuum of space and dies, and that's the end of it. All right, okay.
But yeah, and he like loses the girl that he was on the verge of having, and like he lets down everyone else around him, and the book kind of like ends with him in a wheelchair and like mental shock. But it's the first of a trilogy. It starts. So we don't have the other two parts of the trilogy yet.
It ends how Wolfenstein starts.
I guess it does. Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. I mean, Wolfenstein is a good game.
It's a good read. The American character is like kind of a misogynist little boy, but it plays well into how the story goes, and how like. Yeah, because he's like 16. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But like actually, I was going to talk about Gunpoint. I got to play a bit of it, but I didn't get to play enough of it to really get a handle on it.
I like the game a lot. If Mike Casamano was here, he'd probably be like, "Oh, Lauren Bowley, was it one of the best games of 2013?"
I'd be like, well, yeah, it was. 2013 wasn't that hot of a year.
Ooh, we're
listen,
fire.
Not John.
Nice.
Listen, Mike. I don't know if you're ever going to hear this. All I'm saying is that your favorite games.
He probably won't.
Are medium fishes in small ponds.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm laying down I'm laying the glove here. Come get me, man.
All right, good. You know what, Lauren? Game of the year this year. I'm
it's gonna be a fun fight.
So much. You have no idea. Like Mike and I are already like talking about how we are going to fucking tussle about Danganronpa.
I'm not gonna. That is like. I'm sorry, John.
You're. This is going to be a fucking event. Like, I was thinking about starting advertisement for it, being like, this will be
clearly
the final
game of the year is Destiny
between Mike Casamano and Joe Machonsky.
I'm sorry, I can't take that seriously.
I was about to pull rank and fire your ass. No,
I didn't realize I was on that thin of ice. All right,
you're getting there.
But yeah, I also played some Eve. So I've played Eve before.
We know.
What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? John, come right here and tell me what that means this instant. John.
Shit.
I'll tell your mother that you're talking shit.
Okay.
John Machonsky?
No, I'm not.
Are you scared to tell me what you meant by that?
That you mentioned that you played Eve before?
John does not tell Lauren why he made that joke.
That was why I did. I just told you the truth.
Okay. Well, yes. I'm not going to push your your cowardly little heart any further.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I played some Eve. So I didn't get to play much Eve because reasons. And I've always tried to I've tried to get into Eve before, but I usually hit a brick wall where I don't have enough people to play Eve with, and also you don't have enough backing to really do anything fun in low sec or null sec. So I just kind of hit a brick wall where I'm just working on skills and trying to get geared to do shit, and the fun part never starts. So I'd like to ask any listeners, if you guys play Eve, hook me up, because that game's not fun without friends.
The official Video Game Shoot You Eve hookup line, call 1999.
Just send it to the Tumblr, ask or something.
Eve friend, but it's spelled FRD.
Because I was I tried to get into some station trading, but I didn't have enough. It was working pretty well. I was just station trading between Destiny matches, but
sure.
Okay, well, station trading is when you. Never mind.
Yeah. Let's not turn this into the Eve fan cast. There's probably 30 of those.
The point is,
already.
I was sitting in a station buying and selling goods as they came in.
So yet again, buying and selling stocks, Lauren Bowley.
game economies are fun. When I played Wakfu, like the MMO, I made money in that too.
I heard that was the best part about that game. So
it had a real problem with trade volume. Like nothing ever sold or was bought.
Did you play anything else? Shall we move on to the news?
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Well, let's. There was a lot of news this past week. I mean, the week before wasn't really too news intense. You had some stuff you wanted to talk about specifically. Do you want to go first, or should I do PSX and?
I mean, I was going to talk about some Destiny news that nobody cares about.
All right, get it over with.
Okay, so Game Informer got some exclusive information, I think, in their last issue, right?
Sure.
And essentially, it leaked out how like the weapon upgrade system for exotic weapons in Destiny is going to work. Long story short, it's pissing a lot of people off. So essentially, what happens is like they changed the weapon upgrade system in the last patch.
Sure.
So that the highest class of weapon now needs like something you can only get on like a certain limited time window or from taking apart some other stuff. But what they didn't tell people was that it was also going to be used to upgrade them to the next level in the next patch. So people just went out and spent all of theirs, like maxing out their guns. And so now there's a whole bunch of people with like a whole bunch of wasted crafting materials that like
can't level up.
Exactly.
That is a pain.
Yeah. And so people are pretty much mad at Bungie for not, like, telling them what the material was used for in the previous patch. And, you know, to be fair, I can, like, kind of see where they're coming from. Because, like, if this was Blizzard and they were going to, like, change something, like, as big as that, they'd tell you they were going to do it before the patch went live. That, like...
Hey, yo, save your stuff, you know, we have a surprise, at least, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they don't have to spell it out, but they just be like, you know, hey, don't spend all your things in one place.
Exactly, but they didn't, and so I guess I know. I feel like the first expansion for any MMO is kind of like a teething experience, where it's kind of like a trial for the community. And so far, Bungie doesn't seem to be doing a great job on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah. In other news, scrolls of being sued by Bethesda fame.
Yeah,
you know, Mojang's. Yeah, the new game by Mojang is finally coming out.
When's that coming out?
Let me double check here.
Next year. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna guess.
June 3rd.
I was gonna guess May. I was off by a month.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Is that all you have? Shall I go into all this other shit?
I mean, we should both probably talk about the Twitter thing.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, just to introduce it, Twitter is updating, well, has been recently updating their blocking and reporting for harassment. And
hopefully this should make it harder to maintain large harassment campaigns against prominent female developers.
Exactly.
I mean, I know this isn't probably the only reason, but I do like the idea that this is just a big fuck you to Gamergate.
I mean, I saw a video that Twitter put out explaining the changes, and they decided to like use like, oh, someone sent a harassing picture to someone, and the harassing picture was of a gator.
Okay, I see where this is going.
Yeah, so I think Twitter knows what they're doing, and I'm glad that they're helping people out where they can.
At the same time, this is kind of long overdue. Like,
but
shit like this on Twitter is not new.
Yeah, I mean, better late than never. But at the same time, they probably should.
Anita Sarkeesian's been getting this for 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, if
thanks for doing something about this Twitter, but wish you had been a bit faster.
Well, let's get to
It's still good news, though.
Yeah, some better news. All right, so
PlayStation Experience happened.
PlayStation Experience happened this past weekend, and a lot of stuff was announced. I'm just gonna give a quick shout out to IGN for just wrapping all this up. I'm gonna be kind of reading through all your everything that was posted on there. Just kind of going through. They had a gameplay trailer for Uncharted 4, which looks pretty nice. They showed some new Bloodborne stuff. One of the big things that was announced was Street Fighter 5, which the teaser trailer leaked out a little while ahead of this, and thankfully there was some gameplay that wasn't leaked out beforehand, so we got to actually see the game in action during the PlayStation experience, and it looks really nice. There's stage transitions. It seems as though this game takes place either after Street Fighter 4 or after Street Fighter 3, because Ryu and Chun-Li use moves that they could only use in Street Fighter 3, so chronologically it would have to be sometime around there. So I'm crossing my fingers for Q to come back.
Q.
Heh, heh, heh. Yeah, Q's awesome. Okay, I main Dudley in Street Fighter 3, but that's only because Q is so garbage. I like his character design, that's really it. If he played well, I would, but I like Dudley too.
A Shoto spammer. I'm a Shoto spammer.
Alright.
I'm sorry.
I'm not
I'm not respectable in Street Fighter.
I'm not great at Street Fighter, but I play it sometimes, just, not in any serious manner.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about Street Fighter 5 though is it's going to be console exclusive to PS4. It's going to also be on PC, and you'll be able to do cross-play between PC and PS4.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and Ultra Street Fighter 4 is also going to be ported to PS4. So, if you haven't bought it yet, that's a good place to do it. Yakuza 5 is coming out in the US, as is Persona 5. There was an announcement of Final Fantasy VII coming to PS4, but it's just a straight port.
It's a port.
It's a straight port of the PC version. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I feel like FF7 really deserves the Pokemon treatment.
Yeah, they should remake it.
Finally.
I think.
Come on, they made like so many other entrances in the series, and they're not just gonna fucking you don't even need to do that much to make it prettier.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but they've remade every other Final Fantasy game between 1 and 6, right?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure.
I need to check that, but I think they might have.
I remember, I know that they made a bunch of remakes for the DS and GBA.
Yeah.
So
I don't know why they haven't just put out here's Final Fantasy VII with real models and textures.
Yeah, that's really all they have to do. They just need to up-res it.
Yeah, well, it's not even up-res it. It's... I'd like to see a Final Fantasy game where Cloud's spiky hair isn't, one triangle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else is interesting on here. Broken Age is coming to PS4 and Vita, day and date with the release of Act 2. Other games that are coming to PS4 and all that. Grim Fandango got its release date.
Grim Fandango, January 27th.
Yeah, January 27th. And they also announced that Day of the Tentacle is going to get I think it's an HD remake or just at the very least a port.
That's very good, because Day of the Tentacle's a bloody classic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone I don't know if I'm just going to sound like a complete and utter dork talking about this, but Day of the Tentacle, I think, was one of the old LucasArts point-and-click adventure games, like the Indiana Jones one and some other stuff. Yeah. It's very, very good. Those games from that studio are excellent.
I don't know why you'd think that you'd sound crazy saying that. Everyone loves those games.
I mean, they're very good.
They're very good.
Also play EcoQuest 2, but don't actually do that.
All right. Shovel Knight's gonna get ported to PlayStation, and they're adding Kratos as a boss in Shovel Knight.
I mean, okay, I guess.
Yeah. Bastion's getting re-released on PS4 and Vita. There's a new game that's a collab between the Katamari Damacy developers and some of the people that made Journey, and it's called Watum.
I'm interested to see how that turns out.
Yeah. Other than that, that's kind of...
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I mean, we know about No Man's Sky.
I know, but No Man's Sky always deserves praise.
Yeah, No Man's Sky is still happening.
Well, I think they put out a bunch of new video and some new information about it,
I don't know.
which is good.
I know this sounds a little weird, but I want to keep myself in the dark.
I guess. I really love space games, like space exploration games, so No Man's Sky is basically exactly what I need.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of bad, but No Man's Sky is the game I want Eve to be.
Sure. That doesn't sound...
Which is not what Eve is at all.
And, so the other event that happened very recently was the Game Awards, which was the new Jeff Keighley joint. And
Yeah.
I actually watched that. I didn't watch the PlayStation Experience stream, but I watched the Game Awards. It was better than most of the Spike Awards.
That's not saying much.
Of course it's not. I mean, it was still kind of shoddy here and there, but it wasn't awful. I mean, it was mostly ads for games that I don't think they... I'm trying to think if they actually... Okay, they announced one new game, or a couple new indie games, but they didn't really announce anything super major. They announced an indie game called Before, which is a game that's being made by Face Punch, and it's
Face Punch?
Yeah, like
of Gary's Mod fame.
Yes.
Weird.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, well,
they were full tilt on Rust.
I guess they're splitting it up a little bit because Before is also a survival game, but it is very different from Rust in that instead of playing as one person and like actively like trying to strike out and survive, you play as a tribe of cavemen, and you are you can help them like learn and grow and eventually create, you know, like religions or hierarchies and just see how your tribe turns into a civilization.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty interesting.
I mean, Rust is one of the... Or not Rust. Face Punch is one of those small indie studios with basically unlimited money.
Yeah.
So...
I'm excited to see where... Because, I don't know, like, the thing with Rust is that Rust is one of those stream games where it's only really fun if you're playing it on a stream, I feel. And Before seems like the kind of thing that I'd just be able to mess around with.
Okay, that's good.
The other thing that I'm interested in that they announced during the Game Awards was that Godzilla game that's coming out on PS3 and PS4 in Japan. It is coming out over here, and I am so excited about that. I love those Godzilla fighting games, and it's coming out over here.
Nerd.
I love Godzilla.
Nerd.
I love Godzilla.
Nerd.
I love Godzilla.
What are you, a weeb?
Yes.
Like Japan?
I don't fucking care.
Everyone mock John Machonsky.
Go right ahead. I love Godzilla.
Okay.
The other things that occurred during the Game Awards was they did give out some awards. Some of them that stand out to me is they gave out a industry icon award to Roberta and Ken Williams of King's Quest fame. Okay,
I think they could deserve that.
Yeah,
that's a good historical title.
They gave Nintendo Developer of the Year.
Like all of Nintendo?
Yeah. Which, you know, I mean, that's kind of close-minded because
but I think they should have done like specific studios or something. Because all of Nintendo is a bit.
I mean, let's be real. Sora Limited deserves that then.
Yeah, really.
For Smash, yeah. Smash won Best Fighting Game.
I mean, yeah, of course. There's not a whole lot of competition for it this year.
Shovel Knight won Best Indie Game. I mean, there shouldn't really be an indie game thing, but
yeah, I'd rather see indie games judged the same like merits as AAA games.
Yeah. Game of the Year was Dragon Age.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was running up against. Let me look at the list of categories for Game of the Year. It was running against Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, Hearthstone, Dark Souls 2, and Bayonetta 2.
All AAA.
Yeah, all AAA. And for indie Game of the Year, it was Broken Age, Monument Valley, Shovel Knight, Transistor, and The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Okay. I would have given that to Transistor, but...
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I like Shovel Knight a lot, so...
Shovel Knight's good, but I feel like Transistor has some artistic merit to it that the other games don't have, and I think that should be recognized.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a fucking elitist that way, but I think that
There was...
I think Transistor needs to be recognized as something different.
Sure.
They're just like, oh, it's an indie game. No, it's not. Transistor's more than that.
They had an award called Games for Change, which I have no idea what that actually implies, but Valiant Hearts won that. I guess that's just supposed to be like, oh, this game actually meant something. I don't know. They gave Best Performance to Trey Parker as various voices in South Park. You can't see me, but I'm making a face at the camera.
Yeah.
Right now. And that was that was against Kevin Spacey in Call of Duty, Adam Harrington as Bigby Wolf, Melissa Hutchinson as Clementine, and Troy Baker as the dude from Middle Earth.
I would have given it to Clementine.
Yeah. I mean, even though Walking Dead Season 2 wasn't good, Clementine's still great. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Clementine deserved that.
And then for the Fans' Choice Awards, aka the Bullshit Awards, they gave Most Anticipated Game to The Witcher 3. They gave Esports...
Why is Most Anticipated Game a thing?
I don't know. And let me see what it was running up against. Most Anticipated Game was Batman, Bloodborne, Evolve, Witcher 3, and Uncharted 4. And they had Esports Player of the Year, and they gave it to Matt Hag, aka Nadeshot. He's a pro Call of Duty player. And the Esports Team of the Year was Ninjas in Pajamas, playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
NIP actually deserves that award.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Alright, I mean, sure.
I don't think I should have given it to the Call of Duty guy, but NIP actually deserves that award.
Okay. Best fan creation was Twitch Plays Pokemon. Okay, I guess.
Sure, I guess. I don't think Twitch Plays Pokemon is something you really need to give an award to. Yeah, I think it's great.
It ran against Best Zelda Rap Ever by Egoraptor, the Luigi Death Stare, Mine the Diamond, the Minecraft Song by Tobuscus, and Minecraft Titan City by Colonial Puppet.
This award's bullshit.
That was a heady competition. And then
I think Twitch Plays Pokemon kinda
is the only thing that wasn't complete bullshit, I guess.
Yeah. I mean I can see why you would give Twitch Plays Pokemon an award, but I feel like they just pulled a bunch of other shit out of their ass just to give Twitch Plays Pokemon something to run against.
I kind of feel like that happened in Trending Gamer too. Because two of these people on the Trending Gamer list, I have no idea who the fuck they are. No offense, but who? Evan Fong, aka Vanos, and then Stampy Longhead. I've never heard of them.
I don't know them either.
Yeah, and then the other three were PewDiePie, who obviously I've heard of, Total Biscuit, who fuck that guy, and
Total
Jeff
Biscuit's
Gerstmann.
not winning that.
He won.
Total Biscuit won?
Total Biscuit won.
That's garbage.
Yep. Jeff Gerstmann was in first place for a good while, and eventually Gamergate took a wind of it and voted for Total Biscuit because he supports them. So, yay! The shitty English guy got an award.
Oh my god. If you're going to give an award like that to a YouTuber, it should go to PewDiePie. I don't like PewDiePie, but he has the clout for it.
If you're gonna give an award to someone for trending, PewDiePie is the most subscribers on YouTube, period, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, he's trending.
Also, Total Biscuit really isn't. Also,
you know why he's trending? For negative reasons, because he's saying bad things about women. That's why he's trending. Fuck that guy, seriously.
Also, PewDiePie is 10 times bigger than him.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh my god.
It was bullshit.
Okay, yeah, that's bullshit.
It was absolute bullshit. But whatever, what's done is done. We can continue. Maybe one day you'll win Trending Gamer, Lauren.
I doubt it.
And I'm not saying that as a joke, haha, no, maybe one day. I want to see you up on the grand stage, the Game Awards.
I wouldn't even know what to say.
I want Keeley to hand you an award and say, Lauren Boley, you are an icon in the video game industry. What do you have to say for yourself? And then
I don't know. What do you even say to that?
Come on, what would you say? Who do you want to thank? Who do you want to thank?
My beautiful fiance, Mike Cosimano.
I'm Jeff Keeley. I'm Jeff Keighley. You want to tell us about how you got here to this day?
I was feeling kind of shitty, so I reached out to some friends my fiance knew, and they hooked me up. I don't know.
All right, thanks a lot, Lauren Boley.
I don't know what to say. I'm not a stage person.
All right, thanks a lot, Lauren Boley. Yeah,
okay.
I'm Jeff Keighley. I'm gonna go talk to Reggie. I'm gonna go make fun of him again, and he's gonna throw me in the trash.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
you
just
have
kidding.
a good day, Jeff.
No, I'm just kidding. Jeff Keighley's fine. But yeah, that was the Game Awards. Like I said, it wasn't an absolutely horrible show. They did give some dumb awards, but overall, it wasn't anything too bad.
It's better than Spike.
It's way better than it was way better than Spike.
I still feel like those kind of award shows are just a place for like AAA games to be like, "Ha, we're better than indie games," which I think is stupid. Like, why would you put indie games in the separate fucking?
Yeah. Well, Video Game Choo Choo's Game of the Year awards are the true.
Yeah, we're
true
honest.
Battleground. The true battleground.
Where it matters.
Yeah. And to close up news, I do have some sad news.
Oh no.
Yeah, Ralph Baer, the inventor of the game console, it's the home game console. He passed away last night. He was 92. He with colleagues Bill Harrison and Bill Rush. I'm quoting the Polygon article because I'm looking at it right now. They developed the Brown Box, which was just a Pong game, and it was one of the first home game consoles, and it eventually turned into the Odyssey in 1972. So
may he rest in peace.
Yeah, may he rest in peace, and thank you for helping create this industry that we now work in, basically.
Yep. Thank you.
Yes. So let's move on to questions. We have a lot of questions this week.
We have a pretty good number of questions. Let's get some of the ones that, are holdovers from last week out first.
Sure.
Anonymous asks Video Game Choo Choo, it's time for another wonderful round of Fuck, Marry, Kill. The theme this time is skeletons, so please bone in. Your contestants are Skeletor, Dry Bones, and Smitty Ribbon Jagerman. He was number 1.
Okay. Yet again, what the fuck? Why aren't these showing up in my Ask box? I wasn't ready for this. I didn't know that someone asked me this because we have a shared Ask box. Which, by the way, if you want to send a question in, remember, videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask is where you will send in a question. Why are these only showing up for you?
Because I'm better than you.
What the I don't want to talk about fucking any of these skeletons.
Oh, really? I mean, you better
I don't want to
choose.
fuck any of them. I don't need to.
Okay, well, let's work out which one you're going to kill first.
They're all dead already!
I mean, I know, but you could probably get rid of one in some way.
Okay, I don't care about the SpongeBob joke.
Okay.
I don't want to fuck Skeletor.
Well, then kill him.
I don't have to kill him. I don't want to fuck any of these characters. I don't like thinking about fucking any of these characters. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You know what?
What?
10-10, John.
Fucking go right ahead. You know
out.
what? You know what? Go right ahead. Put that down.
10-10, John Pussy's out of Skeleton Pussy.
Oh my god. Alright, shall we move on, or are you going to answer?
I'm going to answer it.
You're going to.
I'm going to answer it.
Alright, go right the hell ahead.
So, Smitty Ribbon Jiggerman is, it's kind of like a Sir not appearing in the story. He's never around. So, if I marry him, nothing really happens. So, I'm going to marry him.
Alright.
Skeletor's kind of evil and causes lots of problems. So, let's just kind of get him out of the way.
You're going to fuck a Dry Bones.
Unfortunately, yes. But... it's for the greater good. I probably could have had more fun fucking Skeletor. Skeletor has the whole, evil villain thing going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying he'd be good at it, but, he'd at least probably be better than Dry Bones. But I'm gonna do the right thing. And I'm gonna take one for the team.
You're gonna fuck a Dry Bones. As soon as you were done, Dry Bones would just immediately, just... And, a couple minutes later... And rebuild.
Probably. Also, I feel like if I fucked Dry Bones, I'd be more likely to survive.
Sure. Because I mean, it's probably not just gonna be. It's just gonna be like, all right, Barebones,
Yep.
how's it going? Let's get this done.
Okay, next question. Bloody Pinata asks Video Game Choo Choo. How long until we all
Yeah.
see all of you in Video Game Championship Wrestling?
Do they still have like real people in there? Because I remember they got. Well, I think they still have Arino and the Angry Video
I don't actually know
Gamer,
what
but
I don't
know
actually
they
know what Video Game Championship Wrestling is.
You
I do not.
don't. Okay, it is a series on Twitch where someone plays the WWE games. I don't remember exactly. I think it might be WWE 2K14 that they use right now. But in those games, they have like a storyline creator and they have character creators. So the guy who runs it, Baza, he just made a bunch of video game characters and then he writes storylines
Okay.
for them. And then he has them fight. And the way that the game's set up, it's like you can write the storyline. So it's like if this character wins, then this will happen. Or if this character wins, this will happen. So he just writes out all these storylines and then he just has the CPUs fight. And then they just determine the outcome based on who wins
Okay.
and who loses.
Well, Bloody Pinata, I don't
kinda
have a
neat.
problem with pitching myself in the Video Game Championship Wrestling series, but I'm not sure the guy who makes it will put me in there. If it really comes down to
maybe
it, if
one
enough
day.
people send us messages in our Ask box, I'll probably like send him a message, but
I think they might be putting Jeff Gerstmann in.
well, Jeff
sometime
Gerstmann actually
soon.
deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, he likes wrestling already, and like he's a big games
Okay.
person. So, you know, like I said, like I remember when it first started, they did have more just like jokey game people in there. Like they had the Game Grumps in there for a little while, but they got kicked out once they stopped like doing anything good. Because Game Grumps was good for like a couple months.
I have
and
a
then
friend that'll
eventually
fight
it
you
stopped
over
being
that.
good, and then they just get.
You'd probably
I will
win,
fight
they're
your
kinda
friend
short.
over that because they're not good anymore. Yeah, but no, listen. Okay, I could legitimately talk about YouTube video personalities and how in a way, I feel bad for them.
I'm sorry, I just think Ego Raptor's a dick.
He is kind of a dick, but I feel like there's a problem where they put out so many goddamn episodes. They put themselves in a corner,
Yeah.
and like whenever they say something like unsavory, like if they drop a slur or something, whenever someone says, "Hey, can you not say that?" They're like, we try really hard to be aware, but we are sitting in a room for 10 hours straight every day for a week.
Mhm.
Like, I think even the most like well-meaning person will say something stupid if they're sitting in a room for 10 hours and they have a microphone pointed at them.
I guess.
I mean, yeah, but it's
It's not my thing.
It's not my thing either. Like, I like Let's Play. I don't like the forced Let's Plays that they do. Like,
Okay.
I remember when Game Grumps first came out, they actually had a couple games. It was Ego Raptor and JonTron, and JonTron left, and thank God, because. But like they had games that they specifically wanted to play because they had history. They wanted to talk about the games, but then once they got popular, they were just playing whatever the hell, and they didn't have anything to talk about, so they would just try to be funny.
I actually have a
And-
friend that watches all of their stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy to me because they put out so much.
Yeah, they do put out a lot of stuff. He also watches all of Markiplier's stuff.
Yeah, no.
Moving on.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah. Happy Hour Inke, current inbox belt holder, asks,
Oh,
how long until we see John cosplaying as Captain Toad?
is this something that people want?
Listen, John.
I mean, obviously
John,
someone does.
All I'm saying is that with the announcement I'm gonna make after this podcast is like mostly over, you're gonna have to cosplay as Captain Toad.
I'm a
The
little
listeners
frightened.
demand it. Moving on.
All right.
Happy Hour Inke also asks, this is probably whining sounding, but I'm kind of bummed about the basically same as Street Fighter 4 visuals Street Fighter 5 is sporting. It's not that they look bad, I was just hoping to see something different and distinct from 4. What are your thoughts on this?
My first thought is that this console generation is weird, and it's not as big of a leap as it was from PS2 to PS3. So things aren't going to be too radically different. My second thought is that that game isn't out yet, so things can change.
Okay, my first thought is Street Fighter never changes visually, and I mean, I guess it changed visually when like on jumps from like Turbo or from like when Street Fighter 4 came out, but because it's so stylized, I feel like asking Street Fighter to like support new visuals is kind of like asking an Assassin's Creed game to support new visuals. Those games are always going to look pretty much the same. Maybe you'll get like fancier like lighting effects or like shader effects and stuff, but at the end of the day, I feel like with the current art style they've set out for themselves, it's just going to look more or less the same no matter how many polys they stick on it.
Yeah, because it's like the jump from Street Fighter 2 to 3, it was still 2D, but 3 just looked better because it was
it had higher resolution.
Console.
Yeah, it just had higher resolution. I feel like the reason it looks the same is because it's just the art style they're using is the same. Yeah. And it makes sense because that's the current Street Fighter brand right now. The Street Fighter 2 brand and the Street Fighter 4 brand are kind of not the same for Capcom, and I think they know this. So if they want to keep making Street Fighter games, they're probably going to stick with the current brand, and that means not completely redoing the art style.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like also with fighting games, the point of new releases isn't really to make them look better. It's to like further refine the game mechanics. And I feel like that's really the purpose of a new Street Fighter release. So in that sense, Street Fighter 5 is a wait and see kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think that's reasonable, John?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anonymous asks, Video Game Choo Choo, new podcast idea for post-mic times. My Lauren, My Will, and Me, or MLMWAM for short. It's a video game advice show for the modern era that answers both questions sent in and humorous ones from the GameFAQs forums.
That's a good reference to a good podcast.
I don't actually know my podcasting history. Can you fill me in?
It's My Brother, and Me. It's it's an advice show for the modern era. But no, it's done by Justin and Griffin and Travis McElroy.
Okay.
If you've probably heard of Justin and Griffin from
I think I have,
Polygon. Yeah. They just do like a fake advice show where people send in questions for advice and they give jokey answers, and they also go on Yahoo Answers and answer stuff like weird questions on there.
Oh god.
And it's very 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 funny.
I feel like what would be fun is an advice show where we just go to like Red Pill, 4chan's B board, and something awful, and just answer questions from those. But I'm
not ready for that.
I feel like we go nuts if we try to do that.
We most certainly would.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, trudging through game FAQs and trying to answer questions from there, that sounds like that might be funny.
Actually,
maybe we do that fun. We could do that as like a one-off special, maybe.
Yeah, why not?
But I think straight up ripping off a Bim Bam wouldn't be great. But yeah, I mean, we're talking about some stuff. I'm gonna talk to you after the show about a couple of things.
Okay.
Cause, yeah. All right, finish these questions because I got an announcement for the end.
Okay, I do too.
All right.
Anonymous asks, who chuggas the choo choo?
I guess me.
John does now. Until recently, it was Mike, bless his soul. But with
I'm
Mike's
in charge
recent
of the
departure,
now.
We're gonna have to throw him into the incinerator. He's not gonna chug for much longer.
Rest in peace.
Mike, I'm mad at you.
Yeah, rest in peace, Mike Casamano.
Fuel our fires.
Next question, please.
Anonymous asks, Video Game Choo Choo, what are your thoughts on the anime that clearly began due to your rapid rise to stardom, Rail Wars?
Alright, you know what? I can fucking talk about Rail Wars.
Uh-oh.
I can talk about this show.
Uh-oh.
I watched like 3 episodes of that shit. Because at first I was like, you know what? This would be something that I could talk about on Choo Choo. It's about trains. It is an anime about trains and like working at a train station. Yeah. And the really fucked up thing is, okay, alright, you know, everyone probably has a friend who is really, really interested in something that you don't have any interest in. But the way that they are so passionate about that thing, it's inspiring. It makes it interesting to you just because they're talking about it and they're so enthusiastic about it that you end up being interested in what they're talking about. Rail Wars was like that about trains, about how in depth they got about just like conducting and how a train station runs and all that. It was pretty much like train station propaganda. It was like, you all should work for a train station because this is some interesting stuff. And when it was like that, it was honestly interesting.
Okay.
But then there is so much fan service in that show. It immediately, like, I couldn't watch it anymore.
Okay.
There was a part where, okay, let me just tell you about this part,
Yeah.
okay? There is a part where a bomb is set to go off in the train station.
Uh-oh.
And the main dude and one of the girls are trying to defuse the bomb. And, like, at one point, the dude has to, like, reach over to help her. And he's like, alright, let me reach over. And she's like, no, if you try to reach around, you're not gonna be able to get a good grip on the wire. You have to place your arm directly between my boobs. And I was just
really?
like,
okay, show. Yeah, that sounds.
I
that
was
sounds
like,
crazy.
okay, all right. Like, it wasn't. It became something I couldn't even really laugh at.
Yeah.
And it just became just annoying and dumb, and I couldn't finish watching it even as a joke. So it was just really dumb, and I wish it didn't have the crappy fan service, because honestly, if it didn't, it would be kind of interesting. Like, just how they talked about trains and how train stations work. Like, I learned about trains. I legit learned how certain trains worked. But then they just had to do all the fan service.
And it ruined it.
It was annoying. It was absolutely ruined. It was really upsetting.
That sounds disappointing.
It was very disappointing. And I mean, that's kind of a general problem with anime these days. Like, look, I'm a friggin' straight dude. I like dumb sex shit sometimes. I like looking at boobs and butts. But I don't need that in every single anime thing ever. But that's the problem with anime these days, is that this is going to be John explains why anime is so bad right now. There is a legitimate problem in Japan right now where there is a population decrease because men and women don't want to have children, because women would much rather stay working, because that's more fulfilling than just giving up their working jobs. Because in Japan's, like, not to downplay America's sexism problems, but Japan, like, if a woman gets pregnant, they have to quit their job.
Yeah, no, the company will, like, fire them.
Yeah, so women would much rather just keep their jobs. And men don't really feel like dating women anymore because women would rather keep working, or just they don't want to just settle down with a dude. So dudes are pretty much just focusing on dating anime girls instead of actually going out and finding
I'm not sure that's quite
lady.
the story.
So it's
I mean,
it's
the
not
matters,
100%
like,
the
young
story.
couples still get into relationships and stuff. It's
but it's
more that they
a
won't
huge
raise
decrease.
Kids. Like,
they don't want to raise
easy
kids.
to point to, like,
So,
the so-called neat culture and such, but
I mean, yeah, neat culture is on the rise, like never before, though. Like, so that's why anime is so focused on fan service, because
I'm gonna point out that, like, what would be neat in a guy a lot of the time would really just be considered, like, oh, practicing for marriage in a woman or something. So it's not entirely a double standard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit of a double standard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that because, like, oh, guys are oppressed. I'm saying it because it's like Japan is still really committed to traditional gender roles.
Yeah.
And maybe that's not a good way forward. Maybe, I mean, what really needs to happen is Japan needs to discover, like, what maternity leave is.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, it like, just the otaku culture is getting bigger and bigger, and
I don't think that's necessarily tied into the problem. Like,
maybe
I know that's
not.
what the Japanese media talks about, but
yeah, maybe they are pointing fingers, but
I mean, I have some distance from this, so
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of believable just how anime has. I mean, anime has always had fan service, but it has gotten so
It has
bad.
gotten a lot more fan service lately. Yes.
It has gotten extremely bad in the past few years, and I don't know. I could see the connection.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, here you got. This is like a. This is
Yeah,
for
this
you.
is a good question.
This is for you.
Oh god, I have to think about this.
Okay. Do you want me to read it to
asks-
you, so you can focus on thinking?
Yeah,
Okay.
please do.
It's for Lauren. As a lady who loves other ladies, how do you deal with lady characters who are very cute and attractive, but are also obviously designed to cater to men living alone with their anime figures and wall scrolls? Also, I guess I'm asking if even as someone who likes women, does the male gaze aspect of a lot of media creep you out, and how do you sort of deal with this?
Okay, so the way I negotiate male gaze, like I'm going to work with the male gaze question first,
Sure.
because it's easier.
Mhm.
Yeah, the male gaze creeps me out.
I mean, yeah, why not? Why wouldn't it?
It does. Usually, I just kind of like shake my head and keep looking at it, and also like, while I legitimately like a lot of the things the male gaze traditionally focuses on,
Mhm.
it's not always to my taste per se. Like, I like cute boobs and butts, sure, but for me, like, I don't want the camera to be just focused on those parts. I'd rather just have them like in the shot, if that makes sense.
You want the boobs
You
to...
can make someone attractive without just like having the camera like slobber all over them, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I feel that.
Yeah. I mean, also another thing is that the male gaze, it's present in video games differently than it is in a lot of other media.
Okay.
Because in like games, you often have the choice of just like spin the camera around, don't look at it,
Mhm.
or you can choose to focus on something else and like do that. I mean, at the same time, you're always like negotiating it, but
Mhm.
I mean, I guess I just deal with it. It kind of sucks that I have to, but it's the way that media is right now.
Mhm.
Also, another thing is that I also play a wide variety of stuff, including a lot of stuff that isn't AAA,
Mhm.
and it's not always there to the same degree in other media.
Mhm.
I mean, in other like kinds of games that aren't AAA games. So, for instance, a lot of the time I'll play something like Neo Scavenger, where there isn't a ton of women to begin with, but because of that, there isn't a ton of like really creepy male gaze, misogyny stuff.
Mhm.
And while it's still like misogyny by absence, it's not. I don't have to like shake my
It's not
head
as
at
in
it.
your face, I guess.
Yeah. Or with a lot of indie titles, there's more of an effort to like try and be more diverse. For instance, like Crypt of the Necrodancer doesn't do any of that. So, like, a lot of the time I'll just give indies money instead of AAA titles.
Sure.
As for what I do when there's a character that's obviously like attractive to me, but is also obviously designed to cater to male gaze. Usually another thing I look at when there's a female character who is like a clearly sexualized design that's designed to appeal to male gaze is I'll look at how they have agency within the story.
Mhm.
So, for instance, if you look at like the Hyperdimension Neptunia girls,
Yeah. There we go. Ooh. I knew it.
yeah, my
to
girlfriend has a
myself.
post on this. You could probably track down. If you look at the Hyperdimension Neptunia girls, they clearly have like very male gazy designs with like no pants, basically bra tops for a lot of the designs, a lot of like skin tight stuff. But then if you look at how they interact with each other and how they interact with, the setting, you can see that like objectification, as much as it's about sexualizing them and making them an object for the camera, is also about making them an object for the story. So if the character has like a lot of agency and never really has to like negotiate misogyny in quite the same way, or they never have to like, oh look, the man is rescuing the woman, or like, oh look, the man, without terribly much effort has subdued the heroine. You can look for games where that's not always the case. I mean, I think that's a lot more of a problem in games overall. But beyond looking at the design, I look at how they interact in the story. And, a lot of the time you can find solace in that. Another thing is that, like, I do enjoy it. Unfortunately, it's what I like. I recognize it's bad, but you like what you like, I guess.
Mhm.
also, a lot of them, I mean, a lot of those types of characters who are designed to cater to gross women living alone with hundreds of anime figures and wall scrolls are in shows that have almost no male characters. So I can, put my Yuri goggles on. I'm kind of a Yuri fangirl. I really like Yuri. So a lot of the time I could be like, haha, they're so gay, and enjoy it that way if it's something like Hang On. Or, like I mentioned, Hyperdimension Neptunia. The characters in Hyperdimension Neptunia are really gay.
I just think Noir is cute.
Yeah, I know. Except she's obviously with Neptune.
Doesn't stop her from being cute.
Nope.
She's got the twin tails, and I like twin tails.
Okay, Mr. Twin Tail Lover.
Nah.
I mean, I don't know if that's a really good answer. The short answer, I guess, is that, like, I shake my head at it and keep playing because I like games. I'm not going to say it doesn't suck, though. Like, for me, it's a lot worse with something like Bayonetta, where it's like, oh, look, it's every man's porn fantasy. With a lot of, like, the more moe characters, you can often, like it really does bug me if there's a male character that, like, everyone is, like, slobbering over. And I just kind of like, ugh, I hate this. And that's why I stopped playing Furry Fencer, actually.
That stuff makes me uncomfortable,
It makes me uncomfortable. Like, it's like, why are you falling for this douchebag of a main character? And I'm like, ugh.
Like, because, I don't know, I kind of put myself in this situation, like, I try to imagine, like, I don't know if this is just me, if I don't have that weird fantasy of girls slobbering all over me, because whenever I see, like, a harem thing, or just anything like that, I'm just like, I would feel so uncomfortable if people were, like, fighting for my attention, if a bunch of people were trying to fuck me all this, like, that's just creepy to me. Like, I can't think, like, it just, something like that just doesn't, like...
Well, yeah, but, like, a lot of men's masculinity rides on, like, being sexually available in a way that you're describing as kind of creepy.
Yeah, there you go. Dudes, it's creepy. Quit it.
Yeah, no,
there you go.
Like, they do it because it feeds into a lot of men's sense of masculinity. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
There's a message from my girlfriend there to check out our Christmas tree.
Oh, I just put up my Christmas tree with my family.
Oh, yeah?
I completely forgot that I had it, but I have a Galaga ornament that when you press a button on it, it just plays sounds from Galaga.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
actually really cool.
That is precisely my shit. Because
Yeah.
I love Galaga is one of my favorite games of all time. So
yeah, for me, like,
press a little
negotiating video game misogyny is actually a lot worse when I'm playing like a multiplayer shooter or something, and I have to negotiate like people teabagging and stuff, and I have to negotiate.
Yeah, it's someone like in your face, like.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I just have to stomach it.
And that's too bad.
Like, I do, or, if it's with ladies who are cute and attractive, usually, before I decide whether to like them or not, like, I'll look at, I said, where the character has agency, whether the character likes other women. Because I don't go for straight women, I'm sorry. I don't. Like, if the character is straight, that kind of doesn't do it for me. Yeah, I mean, that's all the questions we have this week. I wish I could have given you a better answer. I did have an announcement.
Alright, what's your announcement, and then I'll do mine.
Okay, so my friends have been pressuring me to do a hot pepper game review.
Like, for the YouTube channel?
Well...
Or just in general?
We could do one, and then we could put it up on Choo Choo.
Okay.
I mean, so...
It won't be official. I apologize for ripping off your brand, dude that made Hot Pepper Gaming, but...
I mean, we might do one for the channel.
Maybe if they called us up.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe.
I'll probably record it and then be like, hi, what would it take to get onto the channel? And then maybe we could get something pointing to Video Game Choo Choo, and that would get us some publicity.
Yeah.
That'd probably be more valuable than just putting it up
sure.
on the site, but...
Whatever you
I
wanna
may
do,
be doing a hot pepper game review. I like spicy foods, but I'm scared of the peppers in our fridge. I'm scared of them. I'm probably going to write a review for World End Economica and try and stomach through that. I'm scared.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, jeez, John. Don't feed it.
I don't mean it in a mean way. I'm excited for you to do a video thing.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, hell. What have I got myself into? I said yeah. I just kind of laughed and said yeah, sure, when they asked me if I wanted to do a hot pepper game review because my friends asked me, and then they were like okay, and then they brought back peppers, and I was like oh shit.
They meant it.
Yeah.
But so my announcement. We've talked about it on Twitter and Tumblr a little bit, but for those who don't know, after Game of the Year, Mike is leaving the show and leaving the site. He is still gonna kind of be around as like a producer. He's gonna help pay our bills, I guess. But after Game of the Year, he's not gonna be on the show anymore. He's got a new gig. I am not allowed to tell you about exactly where he's going, but I don't think anyone's gonna be too surprised. And I'm really excited for him. He deserves it. Mike's a really cool guy. I'm really proud of him. And I'm gonna be taking over as editor-in-chief. I mean, there's kind of a reason why I took over as the host. We're gonna be looking for a new hire, and I'm going to be trying to restructure the site a little bit. I have some ideas. I was gonna talk to Lauren about them after the show. But I'm honestly really excited about this. I think Choo Choo's gonna be even better than it is now once I grab the reins.
Go.
I'm pretty
John
excited.
Majonski.
If you're a
Fight for justice. Fight
Yes.
for Choo Choo.
yes, I'm ready for the new age. But if you are interested in writing for a video game website and being on our podcast and maybe doing some other content that's not just the podcast and writing, because like I said, I have ideas. Send in a sample or just email me at john@videogamechoochoo.com. I'll look over whatever you send in. I'm not gonna be super picky. You know, we need someone.
We need content on the site, basically.
We need content, yes. And I don't want to raise anyone's hopes, but maybe sometime soon we might actually be making money.
I'd like that. I would like to get some ads on the site.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into looking for that. I'm gonna try really hard to start bringing in something. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to us this
Thank you so much for not leaving the podcast when I joined.
Yes. No, nobody. Look, Lauren. I'm gonna be real. I'm pretty sure you've brought more people onto this show than have deterred. Thanks. You're a great addition. I'm so happy that you're on here.
Yes, praise me more. But thank you so much for listening, everyone. It means a whole lot.
Yes, thanks again. I'm gonna try to get that Melt Channel interview up sometime soon. Those guys, like I said, those guys are really cool. And hopefully Chooch grows ever so bigger as the days go on. Thanks for listening, and
Namaste.